charcoal. You've seen it before. When you fan it, then the charcoal bright red.
You can fan accountability.
You fan government's charcoal to it's bright red.
It's a call for accountability.
I enjoy it.
Johnny, first and foremost, let me take this opportunity because I've been seeing you for quite some time. You are doing very good job for the mother Ghana. Remain undaunted.
This is our society,
right,
and it will take me and you to do it. That's why I always watch Johnny's Bite.
The general watches Johnny's Bite
every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnny can give you.
No.
You know, get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying. That the pressure Johnny and his people, the pressure they can give you, you know, get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Tuesday. Good morning to you. I trust you are fine this morning. I want to start on a very controversial note. So you know that Ukraine and Russia have been at each other's neck, throwing missiles here and there. Students were stranded. They were brought home. You know, other nationals have been asked to go to their countries. Their countries went in there. Better late than never. We got our people back. Some even said they won't come back. But have you noticed that since the Russia-Ukraine disturbance started happening, with all of what's happening, have you realized that nobody talks about COVID-19 anymore? Have you realized that nobody, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, they don't talk about COVID-19? Suddenly people are not dying. Suddenly people are not having comorbidity. Suddenly people are not being put into, under ventilators. Suddenly, even us, we have toned down. Have you noticed that since the Russia-Ukraine thing happened, we have all kept quiet about COVID-19? Did you know that at some point, even in our country's life, when people traveled from outside and came here after paying $150 at the airport for testing, they still are kept in a hotel against their will in the name of mandatory quarantine, and they are fed food that sometimes, I mean, they showed us pictures. We showed you some food that is not up to standard. Dirty hotel rooms and all of that, torn beddings and curtains. We showed you all of that. But since Russia and Ukraine started fighting, it's as if COVID-19 doesn't exist. In fact, when we brought our students from Ukraine and other places, we did not even do the mandatory quarantine for them. Ask the Ghana Health Service, ask the Minister for Health, ask the Ministry of Health. Did we do that? No, we didn't do that. Ask the National Security, because they send people to go and police those hotels and prevent people from going out. Did we do that? Are we doing contact tracing with the parents and the students who came? So suddenly Russia came, Ukraine came. We are not talking about COVID-19 again, and you watch it. We have moved the excuses of our hardship from COVID-19, and we have put it on Russia and Ukraine. That is how special we are as a people. Suddenly, fuel price, Russia, Ukraine. Even though we are net exporter, we have windfall, Russia and Ukraine. Suddenly, the price of bread is gone up, Russia and Ukraine. Same thing we did with COVID-19. Same thing we did with free SHS. You ask, why is my water not flowing? Free SHS. Why is my child not able to afford school fees? Free SHS. Everything. So now, since Russia and Ukraine happened, we have decided not to talk about COVID-19. But that's just by the point. Oliver, open that Ghana Web story for me where radio presenter, actress, and socialite Ifya Schwarzenegger had made a very controversial subject matter trending. She said, the chief of staff gave me 50,000 Ghana cedis, helped in flying my father's coffin to Ghana, Schwarzenegger. Now, ordinarily, this would not have been one of my things that I'll talk about, because it's somebody's money or wherever they get it from, and in our traditional setting, they are giving somebody in Sawa. It's okay. Because when my father died in 2015, people give me in Sawa. People give me something small. They take this 1,000, take this 2,000, go and help to bury your father. So it's okay. But then this takes a certain political twist, and it's becoming one too many. So I want to say good morning to our chief of staff. Honorable Kennedy Japan, who is the head of our security committee in Parliament, also MP for Asin Central. a very well-known member of the MPP who defends the MPP to a hilt. He spoke not so long ago and said that, Madam Chief of Staff, you gave him $120,000, whether dollars or cedis, to go and give to somebody, Honorable Adjoasa, for his appearance fee or whatever it was. Later, we were told that it's supposed to be a birthday gift and also plenty of things. Madam, you have not responded. And just before that matter died down, we are hearing of this 50,000 cedis. And again, flying cops. You are not flying human beings again, oh. Because earlier you were flying human beings in a chartered flight to come and vote for E-Levy. Now you are flying Bonyu, Efunu. You are flying it. And you see, each day, I think that we keep on doing ourselves because we tell people that we are in difficult times and we need the E-Levy and all that we can get at whatever speed we can to be able to fix our situation. While we talk about that and while people are brooding, while people are even scared that petrol might hit 10 Ghana cedis by the end of the week or by the end of the month, whichever it is, according to COPEC, we are already reading that you are giving monies out. Now, this is where I want the foot soldiers and those who defend the party to a hilt to stay, think, and prick their minds. This would not have been part of my conversations. But you see, since 1992, the electoral record has proven that it is NDC and MPP that have been able to come into power. So, CPP, PNC, the GCPP, name all of them. When you put all their records together, they even can't make 5%. They can't make 10%. So it is NDC and MPP that we are stuck with, literally. Now, if it is NDC and MPP that we are stuck with, we need to protect the NDC and the MPP, at least to have that semblance of a multi-party democracy, no? So, when people start changing the colors of an MPP office into an NDC colors, people are fighting because there's polling station elections and all of that. You should be worried as a party hierarchy. And you should even be more worried that your party foot soldiers and your party support base are complaining that you gave 50,000 cedis to somebody who they consider has not worked so hard for the party. So right now, you are a foot soldier. You take every opportunity to insult everybody you can. You wake up, you buy data, you put on your phone, you power it up, and you insult nearly everybody and you attack everybody who tries to speak truth to power. But you are the same person who has also applied for mass lock loan of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and you are waiting, you are not getting. If your Schwarzenegger is getting 50,000 cedis and she's getting her father flown in, she said it herself. If she lied, let the chief of staff say she lied. But this is where I want you to prick your mind, because you need to stop defending everything. You are not a robot. You are not a robot. You need to stop defending everything. This morning when we go and buy fuel, they will not say because somebody is MPP or somebody is NDC, they will sell it to the MPP person at a cheaper price or the NDC person at a cheaper rate. They will sell it to us at the same rate. When we go to buy LPG to cook our rice or whatever it is at home, it will be sold to us at the same rate. So it's becoming one too many, and it's interesting how we are suddenly silent about all of what is happening. 120,000. The office of the chief of staff has not responded to us. 50,000. The office of the chief of staff has not responded to us. Flights, private jet flights, we have not responded to that. When you do some of these things, it gives the people an indication that there is money, and you are not telling them that there is money, and you are forcing them to pay more taxes. That's the simple analogy. When you do some of these things, and I said earlier, it's none of my spiritual business. If somebody's father dies and you give the person in someone, it's okay. But where you give in someone, and then, for example, you have party foot soldiers who are disgruntled, and they are angry. And I told you, they know the truth. They just don't want some of us to be the ones saying it. They are saying it. Go and check on social media. They are all angry. They are posted. They are angry. They are disappointed. And that is not good, because if we want to maintain a multi-party democracy, we need the NDC and the MPP to be strong, alive, and well to contest based on their ideas and based on their support base. If we now have party foot soldiers angry at the party, and we have seen semblances of it, the pockets of violence we have registered in the last 2-3 weeks, we need to start waking up. Because then what Divine Agohum said at the Greater Accra, at the conference, indicated, for example, that Edidija has come inside. Edidija has stepped into the room. Ayeoyeko, onake ayeshioyeko, uhu se dianede kosuba uundibi. So please watch it. It is not good. And once your support base starts getting angry, you know where we are going. But then when we talk about that, the cedi, it is dancing Agbaja before the dollar, the pound, and the euro. Pull that photograph of Dr. Bawumia back in the day, telling us when he just got into power with President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo that he was going to arrest the falling cedi. So the Ministry of Finance, under the auspices of the Office of the Vice President, presents a public lecture on arresting the falling cedi. Well, now we can say falling with an E-N, not I-N-G. Fixing the foundation. His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Chairman Honorable Safo Mafo, he's a senior advisor to the President now, and special guest His Excellency John Ajikum Kufuor, the Venerable Kufuor as we call him, the former President. This was moderated by Honorable Kojo Opon Nkrumah, who is Minister for Information and MP for Ofuasia Yerbri. All are cordially invited. It was on the 16th of March 2017. That's what, 1 day shy from today. Accra International Conference Center, Accra, 4 p.m. Dr. Bawumia, Economic Messiah, he addressed the nation and told us how we're going to arrest the falling cedi. In fact, later on, he came to tell us that he had arrested the cedi and giving the key to IGP Apietu, who is now retirement, who got contract extension. His deputy IGP Opon Bueno, who also got contract extension, now is down Paris 10. Why is Dr. Bawumia? Has he been arrested by the cedi? Why is he? He's not speaking. President is not addressing State of the Nation address. Dr. Bawumia himself is not talking to us about the economy. He has turned himself into a digital whiskey and is telling us everything about e-tickets, about e-this, about e-feeding, but your main job, which is the economy, as the head of the economic management team, Sir Alhaji, you are not speaking about it. And that's a worrying situation for Ghanaians. Because you see, it's akin to we being an exam hall. You are not done with your work, your exam, but you are rather teaching other people how to do their work. So this morning, I just came to say good morning to you, Dr. Bawumia. I came to say good morning to you, Chief of Staff, and I came to say good morning to you, Minister for Health and Ghana Health Service. A real quick recap. I said when Russia and Ukraine started, have you heard anybody talk about COVID-19 again? Have you heard anybody talk about mandatory quarantine? Have you heard anybody talk about all these things that we were told back in the day, contact tracing and hand contact? Have you heard anybody talk about it? Nobody talks about it. Even on the global front, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, they all don't talk about it. So is COVID a scam? I don't know. Now I'm talking about the party foot soldiers who are disgruntled and are complaining publicly. Now, they are joining us to complain. And we must watch it. 3, where's Dr. Bawumia? He makes public appearances. He speaks on other issues but the economy. He makes public appearances. He speaks on other issues but the cedi. He makes public appearances. He speaks about everything but the cost of living. He makes appearances, speaks about everything but the fuel. And these are things contained in his 170 questions that he posed to Vice President in Misata of blessed memory. Today you are in power. Why can't you answer your own questions? Because in class, when we went to primary school, if, for example, a teacher gives you an assignment and you are unable to do it, you are given an opportunity to make a correction. If you still don't get it right, the teacher now comes to the classroom and does the illustration for you to follow and asks you to copy it and go and refresh your memory and learn. So, sir, visiting professor, have you seen the exchange rate this morning? We are just asking you a simple question. But let me a minute. Let me go to the forgotten constituency. Santro Kofi Akpafu Lekpele Lobi. There's an EP school that I'll talk to you about tomorrow. And I'll also talk to you about some of the challenges that they've had there. I already showed you the Likpe Bakpa clinic, polyclinic. And we're expecting that once they, the whole Hohoi district hospital, Hohoi hospital had been made, a regional hospital. We're hoping that would have been the district hospital. But that is not the case. And we will show you again. Because when I showed it the first time, some people got angry. That why am I showing it? I'm showing it because the people, they also pay taxes. They pay property rate, they pay business operation permit, they pay all those things. Why can they not get the service that the people of Ridge get? Why? Why can't they get the services? Can't they get the services that the people of Kaneshi Polyclinic get? Why? How different are they? Are they not Ghanaians? So the facility is there, but we are letting it rot. And how is it that a facility of that nature does not even have a doctor as being resident there? We have a nurse who is handling the affairs of the whole hospital. And they are managing it well. But there is a big but. And then I'll show you schools in those places where the children have had to go into the bush to do what we call aluguzan because their toilet facilities are not working. And there are key things that we need to be talking about in this country. Very, very key things. And I won't stop talking about them. You know why? I didn't start today. I won't stop tomorrow. I will talk about them. I will always talk about them. You can hate me for all you can. But you see, all the issues that I tabled, for example, in the last 3 or 4 months, Honorable Kennedy Japan took 1.5 hours and summed everything up, spoke the same thing I spoke about. Why are you not attacking him? Why are you not attacking Dr. Kennedy? Why are you choosing to attack me? Because you think I'll be afraid? Sure. Good morning. Welcome back and thank you very much. This is TV3 New Day and this is the Big Issues segment. Happy birthday to Africanus Azupwa, former student of the Ghana Institute of Journalism and now sponsoring